Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stop pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While still in my sand, making profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profit. That TTG money gang, making profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It is CPI day, and the markets are rallying. We talked about this yesterday on the live stream. This is why you guys cannot afford to miss any of the live streams that we do for you here at True Trading Group. You guys got to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, because we spoke very specifically and said, if CPI inflation comes in at expectations or slightly higher, that we believe the market's going to move to the upside. And obviously, if inflation came in under expectations, we believe the market was going to move to the upside. And so the only way we thought markets would sell off today is if inflation was significantly higher. Well, CPI came out today. It is exactly in line with expectations, except for the month-over-month core CPI that was slightly higher than the expectation. And the market saw right through it, because the banking situation that's been going on, this banking crisis, Silicon Valley Bank going under, Signature Bank closing, and the worry about possible contagion spread is a disinflationary event. We've been talking about that over the last couple of days. While everybody's running around with their hair on fire, screaming for a 2008 type scenario right now, the markets have actually traded higher the last 2 days. Now, this is after everybody's been talking about the world ending, people freaking out on social media. You go on Twitter, people are telling you to go to Wells Fargo, go to Bank of America, and go take your money out of the bank. That's how insane people actually are, okay? And everybody's been scaring the crap out of everybody. I got people messaging me, asking me if they should take their money out of their trading accounts at TD. Should they take their money out of Charles Schwab? And people freaking out. And I told you guys to calm down. I told you to calm down. We explained what's been going on with the whole banking situation, and I'll be glad to go over what's been going on with the banking situation again and what the risks are going forward on the banking system. We're not just completely just, hey, sunshine and rainbows here, but it's also sure as hell isn't the end of the world. What we do have here is one of the greatest trading environments that I've ever seen in my entire 17-year career, and members were able to capitalize on it again here today. If you were on the live stream last night, I told you very specifically, watch to short at 393. That's the game plan. CPI number comes out, we bounce, we rally to 393, then get short at 393 for the fade off day trade. That is exactly the analysis that we gave last night. That's exactly the price action that you saw today. And that is exactly the analysis that members were using to capitalize on some fantastic short opportunities today. Enphase, monster trade, Airbnb, monster trade, identifying weakness in individual stocks as the SPY got to 393 and then rolling it back over. A lot of members also in SPY put options. There's a long list of different ways that you can make money in this market, and a long list of ways that members in TTG were able to make money in this market today. We're going to unpack it. We're going to talk about it. We'll go over CPI. I'll answer all your questions about the banking situation. We got a plan for PPI data now tomorrow and what all of this means for the Fed meeting next week. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. If you guys still don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader. Today. Excuse me. So aside from that's available to the retail trader today. Since 2016, myself, my team of 9 other professional trading mods. Excuse me, guys, totally lost my place on where I was saying. If you guys are ready to learn trading prop for real, you come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here on this channel with myself, other TC Pro Trading mods. There's 9 others aside from myself. It's not just me. Okay, 9 others aside from myself. Go through and drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, market commentary that can help you guys become better traders. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. We have a lot to talk about here today, and I don't think there's ever been a more important moment for people to really understand what's actually taking place. People have been panicking lately. I want to go over all of these details with you guys regarding the banking situation. But why should you listen to anything it is that I have to say? Well, because I've been through financial and banking crises before. I began my career working at a fund in New York City, my very first job out of college. And then 2008 happened, folks. That was the Great Recession. That was the global financial crisis. Last time you saw other banks closing up shop like you saw with Silicon Valley Bank. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you can fast forward to a new banking crisis, but now I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from over 100 different countries reach their goals of becoming profitable. You see, we're the fastest growing platform because we combine university level trading and investing courses similar to what I learned when I worked at the fund, the 3-month educational training program that I had to go through in order to the fund in New York. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We do workshops and provide mentorship for stocks, options, futures, and crypto for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. So if you're here even just for some long-term investing stuff, we do all of it in True Trading Group. There's something for everybody. But we're the fastest growing platform because we combine the university level of curriculum with today's top stock market tools. These tools are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. If you were to go to these companies directly and pay for these tools on your own, you're going to spend about $5,000 to $6,000. That's a lot of money, but you need these tools. They give you more information. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. We know that you guys, that's a lot of money though. So we as a company have spent years building relationships with some of these firms so that we can put their product on our platform at no additional cost to you. It's all part of your annual membership when you join the TGD community. You're also going to get access to the entire TGD family. All of our members, the most helpful, successful, supportive, educated community of traders and investors you are ever going to find. Not to mention, you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other TGD mods that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us as a group of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, I stress, if you're new to this channel, smash that like button, subscribe, and also make sure you turn on your notifications, because if you've just been paying attention to the analysis that we've been giving you for the last couple of days, you've been able to make a ridiculous amount of money. I told you on Sunday night that that I believe that there was going to be a bounce attempt in the regional banks. And what happened? We made money long on the regional banks yesterday. You waited out the early morning flush out. It got overdone. And then you had triple digit gain bounces. Stocks went from 8 to 24 and from 10 to 40. I mean, just unbelievable the moves that you saw in the regional banks yesterday. And then you come forward into today and we say on last night's live stream, if you guys are looking up about CPI, if it comes in line with expectations or slightly higher, I think the market sees through that and actually trades to the upside. Watch for a move to 393 and then look for shorts. It's exactly the analysis we gave last night. It's exactly what we implemented in the markets today. And that is how members were able to capitalize on it. So if you have been just paying attention to our live streams these last couple of days, while the world seems to be ending, if you go on Twitter, you would think the world was ending, yet the market's now traded higher for the last 2 days. But on Sunday, you go on social media, you would think the world was ending and you're supposed to pull all your cash out of the bank. But now here we are, the markets are higher today than they were on Friday, before everybody was telling you to get your cash out of the bank. This is why you can't allow yourself to get caught up in all of the emotions when it comes to trading. Okay. Bill Ackman was on social media on Sunday telling everybody you should take your money out of the bank, causing mass hysteria and mass panic. And then last night, not even 24 hours later, Bill Ackman says he thinks that the regional banks are a good value at the current prices. So you went from telling everybody on Sunday. Let me pull up a chart. Let's just go over some of this. Okay. Let's just go over PACW. So here's Friday. That's Friday. Friday, the stock was at $12.50. Sunday night, he tells everybody, take your money out of the bank. The stock goes to $5. Then Monday night, he tells everybody, oh, they're actually a good value at this price. And what did you know? The stock's back at $13.50. So basically, scare the crap out of everybody. They panic sell the stock down to $5. He gets long. Now the stock's back to 13. This is why you can't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Now, this isn't over with. Okay, these moves in these regional banks are not done. I'm not saying that it's just blue skies from here on some of these regional banks. These regional banks will still be under tremendous amounts of pressure over the next couple of weeks and possibly even the next couple of months. And this is going to be a very fluid situation and an ongoing situation that we're going to have to pay very close attention to see if there's any other banks aside from Silicon Valley that had issues and will have issues in the weeks to come, and if there's any other cracks in any of these other areas. So we will have to pay very close attention to this. And in just a moment, I'll take some of your questions about this topic because I know it's something that not a lot of people know very much about. They've read a lot of crazy, scary headlines on social media over the last 2 days. And I want to clear things up. I want to clarify this. I want to settle your nerves. I want to explain to you what's actually going on from someone that lived through and worked on Wall Street during the last financial crisis when banks were going out of business during 2008. I can explain to you guys that this is not the same as what was taking place in 2008. And the bailout, so to speak, that people have been talking about over the last 2 days is nowhere near the same as what you saw during 2008 for a very long list of reasons. It'd be my pleasure to answer your questions and provide you guys with some knowledge to help you feel better about the situation, help you understand what the risks are, but to also help you realize what the realities are and not allow yourself to just go down the rabbit hole of doom and gloom and end of world destruction, take all the cash out of your bank and just dig a hole and bury it in your backyard somewhere. That is not what you need to be doing right now. And that is something that we've been explaining to people over the last couple of days. And in the meanwhile, you have a trading environment that's providing with just unbelievable trading volatility and trading action. And it's all over the place. It's in the small caps, it's in the mid caps, it's in the large caps, it's in the regional banks, it's in the ETFs, it's in the VIX and the UVXY. There's volatility in it's in the oil markets. The volatility is all over the place. It's all over the place. And that's why this is one of the greatest trading environments that I've ever seen. What you should be worried about and what you should be focusing on is how to take advantage of the trading environment you find yourself in to generate income. That's what you should be worried about. If you're worried about a recession, if you're worried about losing your job, then you better do something about it now. Not when you do lose your job or when there is a recession. You want to worry about doing something now so you can prepare yourself to set yourself up for an extra stream of income before you actually need the income. There's a very big difference when it comes to wanting to make money versus needing to make money. And you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you need to make money when your back is up against the wall. So take advantage of the time that you have. People are talking about an upcoming recession. I've been very vocal. I believe we're going to have a mild recession. You've been following my live streams for the last 8 months or so. I've been very steadfast in my beliefs that we're going to have a mild recession. And that R word necessarily should not scare you. Every recession does not need to be like 2008 and 2009, but I think a mild recession is what's needed to help really bring this inflation situation under control. And this banking crisis is also disinflationary that will help bring inflation under control over the next couple of months. Okay, so I want to go through and I want to answer some people's questions. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and then I'm going to go ahead. I'm also going to bring on a couple of our moderators to go over some of the trade, to help me go over some of the trade recaps from the day, and then go over and explain to you guys what happened with CPI, and then we'll talk about what to expect from PPI. Okay, so I'll actually talk about CPI first, and I'll take some of your questions. So I think that'll be the easiest thing for us to do. CPI number came out. The expectation was 6.0 year-over-year headline number, 5.5 year-over-year core CPI number. What is the difference between core and headline CPI? Core CPI is the CPI number minus food and energy prices. The regular headline CPI includes food and energy prices. Okay, so they both came in right in line with expectations. Month over month CPI was expected 0.4, came in 0.4. Month over month core CPI was expected 0.4, came in 0.5. So slightly higher on that core CPI number And the markets ripped today, led by technology, the NASDAQ leading the way, up over 2%, a 2.2% gain in the NASDAQ today. That is a monster move in tech trading to the upside as you get an inflation number that was not under expectations. It was exactly in line, slightly higher on that core month over month. But if you watched our live stream last night, you would have known to come out of the gates on that number in line with expectations. You come out of the gates looking for upside. I don't expect the markets to sell off. I expect them to rally on the back of that and then look short at 393 because 393 was a massive level of resistance. If we take you guys back on over to the charts, and you guys can just watch any one of my live streams over the last 3 to 4 days, we've been talking and preparing you for this 393 level. 393, okay, was this previous pivot support that you guys see over these last couple of weeks. You can see several of these tap tests. But it was also, more importantly, this yellow line and this purple line, the 200 and 100-day moving average, and they all lined up right in this same area to provide you a massive level of resistance. And we were talking about watch for the move to the upside off CPI and then look short at 393. And folks, that is exactly what we implemented today inside of chat. I'll leave the line across 393. That's actually 392.50. Let me actually put it at 393. So there's 393. And you can see we pushed right up into 393 and then rolled it over. And while the markets rolled over after the 393 test, members were capitalizing on put options on the SPY. They were also capitalizing on put options on Enphase to the downside, also capitalizing on Airbnb to the downside. So you notice we identify relatively weak stocks while the markets surge and push higher, make new high, new high, new high. Airbnb was not making new highs while the overall markets were. Enphase was not making new highs while the overall markets were. Relative weakness. And finally, when the markets then hit that 200-day and rolled, those two stocks rolled over as well. So some monster trades for us inside of chat. Congratulations, all my TG fam, that we're able to capitalize on this analysis. We lay the groundwork for you. Take the guessing out of trading and start hearing professional analysis from 9 professional traders that are with you every single day, answering questions and providing commentary and giving you all of their trade ideas. So my TG fam that made money in chat today, congratulations, sound off. But this is what it's like inside of TTG. This isn't anything new, right? The majority of our members are making money and they're becoming better traders because of this type of analysis, a professional level of analysis. We're not sitting here finding out, going on Reddit and going on Twitter and trying to see what's the next mother of all short squeezes. We are implementing the same level of professional education that I learned working at the fund in New York. I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before the fund let me touch $1 of their money. You are going to get the same level of education as I did. You will also get access to $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools. That is how our members were able to be making money. You don't have to take my word for it. Members, I'll ask you directly, if you're making money and you guys are becoming better traders because of True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead right now and just type the $ inside of chat. Anyone that's on this live stream that maybe is here for the first time, or if you guys are new, just pay attention to how many people are going to type the $. These people are no different from you. They've got full-time jobs. They had small accounts. They have no experience. They've lost money in the markets before. Yet here they are telling you they're making money and that they are becoming better traders. It is amazing what actual real education and training can do. It's not that you have to be lucky to be a good trader. It's not that you have to have a lot of money or a lot of time or inside information to be a good trader. You don't have to be super smart. You just need to be taught the right way. That's it. Be taught the right way. That's how you guys can become successful traders. It's no different than a lot of other professions. I can't be a good blank anything without being properly trained first by someone else. That's what it's all about. Right? Now, I'd like to go ahead right now and I'd like to just start with a Q&A session. I still have continuously been getting a lot of questions from people. You guys can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle's @MikeEdward_TTG. There's been a lot of questions lately. People hit me up about their trading accounts. People hit me up about their bank accounts, not knowing what's going on with the banks. Now you got CPIs in the mix. PPI inflation data is tomorrow. The Fed meeting is next week. This is one of the craziest 1 to 2 weeks that I've ever could remember in my entire career. And I've never been more excited. So I want to go ahead. I want to take some of your questions. Without any further ado, we're going to start a little Q&A session. Why don't you guys go ahead and begin typing your questions in chat right now, and I'll answer a couple of questions that you guys do have. Don't be shy, folks. You know, this is why we're here. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer your questions. It's my pleasure to answer all of your questions. So just begin typing them in chat. We'll throw them up on the screen. What are your thoughts on PPI and what is your outlook? Sean Johnson. I think PPI will be similar to CPI. And I still believe that you're going to have a situation where if the PPI number is in line with expectations, I think the markets will try to trade higher on the back of that. Now, if PPI comes in under expectations, different from CPI, if it's under expectation, then I think you can actually see the markets push and get above that 200-day moving average. I think a lighter than expected PPI could get you working back above this 1 and 200-day moving average and give you a candle that looks something similar to this, as long as there's no updates regarding the banking situation. If no other banks report additional stress, if no other banks report some issues, I think you can see a little bit more upside, and you can probably get through the 200 to 100 moving averages, which is today's high. If you get a lighter than expected PPI number, if the PPI number comes in right in line with expectations, then I think you hang out at this 393 to 394. I think the market probably stalls a little bit in that zone and is maybe not able to necessarily push through it, and maybe a slight pullback fade off it. Not a big major sell-off from it, but a slight pullback off it. If the PPI number comes in hot, then you look for that resistance. You look for a trade well back down into the mid 380s tomorrow. But again, you have to keep your ears open for updates regarding the banking situation. This is a very fluid situation. It's changing day by day. You got to keep your ears open. Use the Benzinga newsfeed. That's part of your membership. When you guys join TGG, you get the Benzinga Pro live newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature. It will give you live breaking up to the second news directly inside of our chat or on the mobile app. This way you will be aware of what is taking place, what updates there are with the banks. If you go to Benzinga directly, this will cost you $1,000 a year. You get this included when you join a membership to True Trading Group, which is one of the many tools that are on the platform that you have access to when you join at no additional cost. Make sure you use that during these next couple of days to see if there's any updates regarding any of these regional banks. How much percent should we risk on each trade on leverage 20x if taken as example of $100? Trekking travelers, you're doing it completely wrong. You're doing it completely wrong. So you should not be risking a random percentage on your trades. Okay, this means that you are doing risk management completely incorrect. So if someone says to you, buy a stock and risk 4%, 4% is a complete random number. There is no relevance to that 4% number at all whatsoever. It's completely irrelevant. What you should be doing is this is how you should be managing your risk. And anyone else that just randomly picks a percentage, pay very close attention to the lesson I'm about to give you, because this is an extremely important lesson on risk management. And this is how you can maintain consistency in the size of your losses, so you don't have big losses randomly that can really wipe out a lot of your profit. You should be figuring out trekking. You should ask yourself, what is the dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade? I'm just going to make up a number just for the ease of the conversation. Let's say trekking, you say your risk tolerance is $500. I'm just making up a number. Meaning if you're wrong on a trade, you're okay risking $500 and losing $500. If that is the case, then what you end up doing is saying to yourself this: every one of your position sizes that you enter should be different. Your question infers that you're entering the same position size on every trade, and you're using an arbitrary percentage as your stop loss, maybe 4%. That is the incorrect way to manage risk. What you should be doing is saying, okay, if I'm buying a stock at $100 and my stop loss is 98, Your stop loss should be based on the chart itself, not a random arbitrary percentage. 4%, I'm just using that as the example, 4% on one particular trade may not be enough of a stop loss. 4% on another trade might be too much of a stop loss. Your stop losses should be based on the chart pattern that you are looking at. If you see support at, let's say, $99 and you buy a stock at 100 and your stop loss is 98 underneath the support level, you need to set your position size so that if you do get stopped out at 98, you lose your risk tolerance, which is $500. So the way to calculate your position size is whatever your risk is. So in this case, using the example, it's 500 divided by the distance from your entry to your stop loss. So in this case, your entry is 100, your stop loss is 98. That's $2. So you would do 500 divided by $2 and come up with an answer of 250 shares. So in order for you to enter this trade at 100 with a stop loss at 98, because that's where it needs to be based on the chart pattern you're looking at, you would buy 250 shares. Now, if you get stopped out, you lose $500. Similarly, let's say you buy a stock at 45 and you say your stop loss is 43.80. That's $1.20.
Mike, I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. If you guys are appreciating this free live stream that you guys are going through right now, can you please go ahead and smash the like button? This guy has given you 17 years worth of experience for absolutely $0. There's 1,281 people on here. Now 1,300 people on here. There is 305 likes. So if you could take a minute, not even a minute, less than a second, and just smash that like button, that really helps us out. And it lets Mike know that, like, hey, you guys are, maybe appreciative.
Me losing my voice on these live streams.
Yeah, just take a second and smash the like button. It's not hard. All right. Let's see if we can get to like 500. 600. I don't think that's asking for a whole lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, smash that like button.
I honestly wouldn't even keep going until we get to above 500. So
yeah, I'll sit back and wait. We got 1,300 people watching us. I'll sit back and wait. I don't see the counter, Adam. So just.
Okay, we're at 450 right now.
That's it.
I mean, you've gone up over 200 in less than 2 minutes. So, I mean, that's pretty good, but they can do better.
Not enough, folks. You got 1,300 people on this live stream. Get to smashing.
Yeah, even Conk Foolery says it's the right thing to do. And if Conk Foolery says it's the right thing to do and you haven't done it, there's something wrong.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Shy, I can't. Oh, Shy doesn't have her camera on. Never mind.
Do better, folks.
Yeah. All right, almost at 500.
Almost at 500.
Well, we lost a couple people because we were begging for likes, I guess, but we don't even turn ads on these YouTube streams.
No, we don't. You guys get to watch ad-free.
Ad nauseum every day.
Ad-free, ad nauseum.
Every day. Before we continue, how many non-TTG members are on here right now? Mike, ask how many non-TTG members are on here before you continue with what you're doing.
Guys, how many non-TTG members are on here before I continue what I'm doing? Type the letters TTG if you guys are not members of the community. Just want to see.
Don't worry, we're not going into a sales pitch. I just want to see how many people are on here that are not part of the community.
Yeah, we'll see how many people are here that are not members of True Trading Group. Just type TTG.
All right, we just hit 505.
Just at 500.
So Michael, Brian, Aries, Boy, Pinoy,
T-Rex.
Benny. JL2. All right, all good. All right, Mike. Simps. Simps said DTG. All right, go ahead. We hit it. We're over.
So if you buy a stock at, let's say, 50 and your stop loss is 48.80, now it's 500 divided by your entry minus your stop loss, which is 50 minus 48.80, which is $1.20. So the 500 divided by $1.20 is 416. Okay, so this is how many shares you should be buying at 50, so that trekking travelers, if you get stopped out at 48.80, you lose $500. Your stop loss is not an arbitrary, made-up, random percentage that you just decide to pull out of complete thin air that has no relevance to the individual chart pattern and trade setup that you are going after. You have to learn how to identify support and resistance zones. And if you're saying, hey, I'm short a stock, if it breaks above this level of resistance, you then get out and stop out. You long a stock. If it gets under this support level, you're out of the stock. And depending on the volatility of that stock, every stock has different levels of volatility. Now, you might try to trade an FRC, a WAL, a PACW, and 4% stop loss is nothing. You're going to get stopped out every single time. But you might go and trade something like AMD, and a 4% stop loss is far too much, right? So you're giving the stock way too much room. You don't need to take that much of a risk on the stop loss. This is the proper way to manage risk. It's the proper way to do position size. And I hope that you guys found that very helpful. Nice. Rob Chandler goes, I just signed up 2 days ago and love up. I think you meant love it, but happy to have you part of the group and glad you're enjoying your first 2 days. Next questions. Don't be shy, guys. Ask your questions. I'm here to answer your questions. Mike, when the Fed eventually does cut rates, what brings about market capitulation? Or does it always have something to do with system breakage? Usually when the Fed raises rates as quickly as they have, which is the fastest pace in history, usually something breaks. You've had 3 different things break so far. Crypto broke, FTX. The UK pension fund situation, that broke. And then now Silicon Valley Bank and the banking system is beginning to crack and beginning to break as well. So this is normal when you have a Fed that raises rates as quickly as they have. It puts a lot of stress on financial markets all around the globe. And sometimes something breaks and sometimes something cracks. So, I believe that, a capitulation type of thing, I don't actually think you're going to get like a massive capitulation, like a one-day capitulation where there's one event that sends the market to the downside and then reverses it. I believe, I've been saying this for the last 8 months, that we will experience a recession, the deepest inverted yield curve that you've seen. And I just believe that with the Fed raising rates as quickly as they are, I believe there'll be a recession that will take you below the October lows and provide tremendous trading opportunities on the way down. And then it'll provide even better long-term buying opportunities once the dust is all said and done and once the dust settles. So I don't think it's going to be like a one-day capitulation. I think that the markets will eventually crack that low as the recession hits. And then that's where I start buying. Right. So if you guys have been on my live streams for the last couple of years, I very publicly announced September and October of 2021 that I was selling in my long-term portfolio. There was this time period right here. This is when I sold in my long-term portfolio. I was very vocal about it. And then I took a small piece of the cash that I had raised when I sold, and I bought back a small piece right here. I bought a bigger chunk right here on June 17th. I bought a big chunk. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go back and watch my live stream from June 17th. June 17th is right here on this channel. Go back and watch my live stream. I told everybody that I was adding a big chunk in my long-term portfolio. But I think that throughout the year, I believe that the markets will get themselves back down into this region here. And then that is, again, where I will be adding a chunk in my long-term portfolio. And these will round out my buys, 1, 2, 3. And I might even buy a little bit here as well. But these are going to be where I'm going to be buying in my long-term portfolio. And then I sit back, relax, the recession comes. And I think it's a mild recession because I think the labor market is so out of balance that I believe it's going to keep inflation muted. And I think you're going to, even when you get an increase unemployment, even when you get an increase in unemployment as the recession hits, you get unemployment goes like 4.5% or 5%. The 20-year average unemployment rate in America is like 5%. So even if you go from 3.5 to 4.5, that's still below the 20-year average. That's not bad unemployment. Even if you go to 5.5 or 6% unemployment, it's not something that people would want to see, but it's not like 9 or 10% unemployment like you saw during the double dip recession in the 80s or during the 08-09 recession when unemployment was 9 to 10%. In order for you to have a severe recession, you need that type of unemployment. And with how tight the labor market is, with the severe drop in legal immigration after COVID, with the speed up, the pull forward of millions of baby boomers retiring early because of COVID, all of these things have created such a massive imbalance in the labor market. And that creates a little bit of a buffer to shield the economy from a severe recession. These are just my beliefs. So I have been buying 380s on the SPY, 360 on the SPY, a bigger chunk. And then once you get down to like 350, 340, 330, I'll be buying the final chunk of cash from what I raised when I sold back in 2021. And again, you can go back and watch my 2021 lives, September and October. I told everybody that I was selling in my long-term portfolio. And then again, June 17th, I told everybody that I was buying in my long-term portfolio, but still have cash on the sidelines, right? So I don't think Maximus is going to be like a one-day capitulation. I think it'll be a recession, takes us to new lows, and then you'll have a month or two to just buy whatever you want at really good prices. I hope that helps. Mike, is it a good time to buy a short-term bond ladder in a retirement account? Yeah, I think so. So my top idea for 2023 was actually short-term treasury bills and do that ladder, buy 3-month T-bills, buy 6-month T-bills. So that's what I had my father do. For people that are closer to retirement or in retirement, which my father is, it's a free 4 to 5% on your money with zero risk. You haven't had interest rates like that since the early 2000s, where you can actually get a meaningful gain on your money with taking zero risk whatsoever. It's one thing, 5% doesn't sound like much, but when you have zero risk, it's pretty sexy. It's pretty sexy, right? Versus if you're worried about what the stock market's going to do, if you think the stock market's going to go down another 15 or 20% from here, well, now all of a sudden you start to worry about having money, retirement money in the market, depending on how much time you have, it becomes a really good opportunity, I believe. I got my father doing it. It's a free 5% on your money. You just keep rolling forward the 3-month and the 6-month T-bills. Keep finding a way, folks. Ask your questions. You guys are asking some really good ones. You guys are asking some really good questions. My pleasure to answer anything that you have and that you want to discuss. Does anyone actually make real money here? No disrespect. Dana, no disrespect taken. Honestly, there's no disrespect taken, Dana. Because I understand there's a lot of garbage out there online. We have thousands of members in True Trading Group that are from over 100 different countries, and I'll be very frank with you. Not all of our members are killing it and making money, but the vast majority, Dana, of them are. And don't take my word for it, because I understand my word doesn't really mean anything. Like, what am I going to say? All True Trading members are losing money. Of course, I'm not going to say that. So I will ask members themselves, members of True Trading Group, if you are making real money, type the $ in chat right now. Been part of a lot of groups. Now, Dana, I totally get it. You don't have to explain. Honestly, there's no disrespect taken, no offense taken. There's a lot of BS groups out there. I'll just let members comment. Members, you guys can comment. If you're making real money with your trading group, you guys can go ahead and just type the $sign. And I'll just let other people answer the question for you. There's a lot of people that are into your trading group that, similar to yourself, have been a part of a lot of different groups. They've been scammed out of their money. They learned nothing. They just lost a bunch of money. You have a lot of people here in True Trading Group that lost a bunch of money with other groups, came to TTG, learned a real professional way to trade, and now have made back the money that they've lost previously. And there's a lot of hesitation out there, and you should be hesitant, Dana, because there's a lot of people out there that are full of crap, and it's very important you understand the background and the experience of the people that you are learning from. There's a lot of members in your trading group that were skeptical at first also, but now their only regret is that they didn't join True Trading Group sooner. I've watched quietly for a week. I've paid a lot more than you charge for less. I am waiting for the catch. Dana, there is no catch. I assure you there's no catch. And here, members of True Trading Group, help Dana out. Type the number 1 if you were skeptical at first, just like Dana. And Dana, I'm not sure if, that Dana's a neutral name. So Dana, I'm not, if you guys were skeptical at first and now your only regret is you didn't join sooner, type the number 1. So Dana, just pay attention to how many members are going to type the number 1 right now. These are all people that were skeptical at first, just like you. And now their only regret is they didn't join sooner. So there is no catch. There is no catch. So you guys can see for yourself just how many people you can see are typing the number 1 right now in chat. I stalked this live stream for months before actually joining, says Stephanie D. JR says, I wish I could have joined 20 years ago. I wish I could have joined 20 years ago too. I wasn't. True Trading Group didn't exist 20 years ago. C Trader says, I wish I joined years ago. I wish I joined sooner. I did not hesitate when I joined. You should be skeptical of the trading predators out there. It's very true. Fernando, what's up, my man? Dana, I owe TTG huge apology for not joining sooner. Don't wait. Fire Guy, what's up? No catch. These guys are awesome. How many trades we should do daily to be healthy? Just to ask. And should we keep the positions for long term with stop loss and take profit? Trucking Travelers, how many trades you make in a day really depends on your style. So like if you're a scalper, you might make 150 trades in a single day. That is complete overkill for me. I don't want to be that busy with my life. I'll make 2 to 3 trades a day. A busy day for me, if I'm busy, I'll make 4 to 5 trades. A slow day, maybe 1, right? A regular day for me is 2 to 3 trades. And when you hit good ones, that's all it takes. That's all it takes, honestly. But that's just my trading style. I'm a traditional day trader. I also swing trade. Traditional day trade means I get into a trade and I'm in it for several hours. I'm not in and out, 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 in and out every 60 seconds. I'm in the trade for several hours. That's just my style. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people that are in and out, in and out, in and out. It's just not my style. And then I also swing trade. Get into a trade today, get out tomorrow or next week, whatever it is. So it really depends on your style, Trekking Travelers. I'm not sure. Can I make money with a 10K trading? What? Revolution is Mine says, can I make money with a 10K trading account? That is more than enough. That is more than enough. Members of True Trading Group have started with a couple hundred. Guys, do me a favor real quick. We have some really good questions that are coming through from some non-members, obviously. TTG members, please do me a favor. If you guys started with less than $1,000 in your account and now you guys are making money, can you tell me and comment how much did you start with in your trading account? So if you had less than $1,000, just tell me what you started with, if you guys don't mind. These are some really good questions. And I want to make sure that the viewers that we have here really get the answers they're looking for. Started with 200. I started with 500. 500. Do you guys offer one-on-one coaching programs? Yes, we do. I started with 3,000. Diane started with $100. Bruce started with $500. John and Lynn, $700. Katina, $100. Kenneth, $100. Kenneth just started with $130, is already at $500. Kathleen started with $100. She's now at a few thousands after 1.5 years. $300.
Hey, Kathleen, I just wanna say hi. I miss Kathleen Mama Duke.
I want to, every live stream, I want to, like, if I don't see Kathleen Duke on the live stream, I feel like it was like a wasted live stream. Like
I agree with that 100%.
I get upset when I don't see her on. I'm like, oh no, like she was busy, or I get sad. Sad face.
Sad too.
Sad face.
Look at Dave Norby. Do all the courses first so you don't lose, and make sure to consult your spouse.
Stop. $300, $400, 2,500, 200, 1,000. Right. So the point is, Jacqueline. The point is, oh wait, sorry. I'm glad someone asked, because everything I've read said you need at least 5K. It's not true at all. It's not true at all, Jacqueline. It really isn't. You can do that. We've had members. You saw how many members are commenting that start with just a couple $100. You just learn how to trade options. That's all. You learn how to trade options. You get 2 or 3 contracts, and that's it. And we'll teach you how to trade options. We'll teach you how to trade options. How do you start with such a small account? If cost of course is so much more, how long did it take to get the investment back? You guys are asking such amazing questions. Members of True Trading Group, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? And I love how you said investment, Benny. I love how you said how long did it take to get your investment back, because that is exactly what a True Trading Group platform membership is. You're not joining True Trading Group just because I think I'm the world's greatest trader. I'm not the world's greatest trader. But when you join TTG, you're getting access to a platform where you're going to get a professional level of education. You're going to have access to real tools, and you'll be part of a community of traders from all around the world that genuinely give a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. So guys, do me a favor, comment, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Here we go. 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, a couple weeks, a week or two, 2 weeks, a couple weeks, about 1 month, about 3 weeks, 3 months, 2 months. I started with $100 and I got it to 5,000 in 4 months. 2 months for Skyburst. How are you? 4 days for Ivan. Within a few months, I'm just beginning with $200. Susie took her 3 months while working a full-time job. 4 months trading with a small account. 3 trades after doing the courses and practicing on the simulator. So, I mean, you guys, you can read, you can keep reading some of the comments. But the point is that it's just about learning how to trade options, guys. It's about just Paul, 3 weeks. It's just about learning how to trade options. Oh, look at Bo. Yes, my boy Bo. My boy Bo goes fast forward now to today, and I made the membership fee today. So he started out with just a couple $100 in his trading account, and now fast forward to today, and he made a membership fee just today. Great job, Bo. It's been really, really, really great watching you develop as a trader. I know you've been working hard, man. Yes, my boy. There's my boy Fernando. Learn, trade, profit. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's not a catchy phrase. It's in that order specifically because it is the truth, and it's the way in which you will give yourself the best chance of becoming profitable. My story only turned 1,000 into $200. Then I found True Trading Group, got educated. That $200 is now $10,000. Trading 2 years at my leisure on days off as a firefighter. I'm a lifetime member. Fire guy, congratulations. From $200 to 10K. And I like how you said my story only, and that's important. The context is important. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own journey.
I'd like to share something really quick before you go on. Would you say that I'm a big numbers guy, big data guy?
Big data guy.
We have had a total of 22,000, between 22,000, all encompassing 22,000 trials and full-time members coming to the trading group since 2018. 16.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I will tell you. Statistically, the people that start out with smaller accounts that are able to practice risk management and work their way up to PDT instead of coming in with PDT, historically are the ones that do better.
Yeah, because their risk management is so stronger. They're
You have
a
no
lot more
choice.
proven.
You have no choice but
Yep.
to have proper risk management.
Yep.
So what I will tell you is, if you're starting with $500 or $100 or $1,000, whatever it is, statistically, as long as you are practicing proper risk management, which you're going to be, because you're going to be counting every dollar that you spend once you get in here. You know, as long as you keep that risk management front and center, you have a really good shot of doing well here.
Yeah.
Now, if you're coming in here with a larger account, it doesn't mean that you're not going to do well, but more money, more problems. The larger account that you have, especially when you're just starting.
Yeah.
If you're not just starting, then it's all good. But if you're just starting and you're playing with big money, it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Which is why we have a simulator, so that you can practice with fake money and real-time data.
Sometimes people with a bigger account, they come in, they feel like they have a buffer.
Dude, I've seen it a lot. We both have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's very prevalent. It's very, very prevalent. And it doesn't have to be, right? But people with a lot of money don't really think about risk management the same way at the beginning. Until they lose a little bit of money, and then they get all panicked and they're like, okay, I have to follow my rules. I have to do this. I think, one of the coolest things I've ever heard you say is that in trading, you can't control how much money you make. You can't control how high a stock goes.
Right.
But you can control how much you lose.
Yep.
And that's, for those that are looking to do this for a long time, that blew my mind the first time I heard it.
Yeah, it's the truth.
So
that's why the risk management part is so important. That's why
it's everything. Look, bottom line is, what did we learn in 2021? We learned that any moron can make money trading. 2020, 2021. Any idiot can make money trading. Right? That's what we learned. Not saying anyone on here is an idiot. I'm just saying that we learned that in the right environment, any idiot can make money. What happens is, people don't know when to sell. They don't know how to hold on to that money. They don't know how to properly go into the next one. There's a whole slew of stuff that comes when that happens, which is why, for anyone that does our trial, we tell people, hey, people say, oh, I want to do the rest of it. I want to do the whole trial before I sign up, because I want to make money to join the platform.
Right.
And we immediately tell those people to get lost. Why do we do that? Because the mindset is completely wrong. Just because you make money with us in the first week doesn't mean that you're going to be the next stock millionaire. Doesn't mean that we're going to make you a ton of money. Could just mean that you got lucky. Then you attribute that to us, and then who knows? Then there's an unfair expectation set. The truth is that in order to reap the benefits of what it is that we do, it's going to take you a lot longer than 7 days. So if anyone does do the trial, don't do the trial with the expectation that, if you make money, you'll sign up. Do the trial to make sure that we are legit, that, that the things that we say on here are, are true, that we're not, whatever. Do the trial to make sure that we're not a bunch of scam artists or whatever. Or go read Trustpilot, or go watch thousands of people on these live streams, whatever it is, right? But yeah, be smart about this, because this is something that you can use for the rest of your life.
That's right.
Whether you do it with us or you do it anywhere else.
Yes.
So, all right, go ahead. Tell them how to sign up, and then let's bring the mods on, and then I want to go home.
Yeah, let's go through it, guys. What I'll do, we still have to talk about PPI data tomorrow. I want to bring on two of our other mods. Like I said, it's not just myself. There's 9 professional traders with you every day that are calling out their trades, that are answering questions, providing their market commentary, and giving their ideas and guidance. And I want to bring them on to go over some of the trades from the day today. And then we'll talk about PPI. But I do want to make sure that everyone that's on here that is not a member of True Trading Group is fully aware of the opportunity of how they can join the TC platform, here today. Because if you guys go to ttgoffer.com and you enter the coupon code TTG121, all right, that will give you guys, what is that, Adam? I don't even know what the percentage gives you a 53% discount, drops the price all the way down to just $1,027. And do we have, how many laptops do I have here?
Can you not read messages?
Well, now I can, bro. No, I can't. When I'm looking at something else and you just messaged it a second ago as I'm waiting for it. So we have, so 13. Okay, so we have 13 laptops here tonight. So if you guys go to ttgoffer.com and you use the code TTG121, the price is normally $2,212. When you enter the code TTG121 and click apply code, the price will drop down to $1027. That's a 53% discount. And the next 13 people that do join, you guys will be able to get a brand new free laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 100 different countries. As long as you live on planet Earth, we'll get you that free laptop, and it's on us. You guys will also be getting access to all of our courses and all of our tools, but also a one-on-one mentor session with one of our mods to help speed up your learning curve and get you started on the right foot. And I also offer a double your money back guarantee to anybody that joins, because I stand behind the platform that we created, plain and simple. I see the results that members have, and I stand behind the product that we have created. So when you join True Trading Group, you'll put up $1,027. And if you go through the courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group, if you're still unable to make the $1,027 membership fee back at least once during your membership, then at the end of your membership, I'll give you back $2,054. So I'll give you back double what you're going to pay to become a member of True Trading Group if you guys can't make back the membership fee at least once. You saw how long it took some of our members to make that their membership fee. Some people saying, oh, one trade, 4 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Okay, you're seeing how long it's taking people to make back that membership fee. I'm telling you, if you can't do it at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double your money and you can keep the laptop. We got 13 of them here this evening, so you guys can just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, and you guys can just check out. You're good to go. You get all of our courses. We don't do upsells and all this stuff for courses. There's no VIP courses that cost another $1,000 after you join that have some special secret in them. Joe, maybe you can post the link up in chat actually of the curriculum. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund. It's a 22-course curriculum, beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got all of it, and you get access to every single one when you join here today for $1027. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's $1,000 on its own. If you go to Benzinga directly, it's included when you join TTG for the 1027. You get congressional trading data, so you can actually track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. You get Trading View's premium charting software, which is $600 a year. If you go to Trading View directly, it's included on our platform. You get a simulator from ET&A that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can actually practice implementing what you're learning, which would cost you about, just under $1,000 a year if you went to ET&A directly. You get the Trade Ideas Scanner, which streams live on our platform each and every day. This way you guys can be focused on the hottest stocks during the day and really laser in and focus your attention. You'll also be getting access to dark pool data. unusual options activity, options flow. You get a trading journal. You get a social sentiment scanner, and you get analyst ratings. All of this is included for the 1027. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. You click apply code, the price drops down to 1027. You enter your info, you check out, you're good to go. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You will get a welcome email when you join. In that email will be instructions how to claim the free laptop. And then you get the double your money back guarantee. I don't think you need it because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our users since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. Go read them. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to 1027, check out, you're good to go. You got yourself a free laptop, you got a one-on-one mentor session, and you've got yourself a double your money back guarantee for peace of mind that they'll hold us accountable. If anybody has questions about the membership, questions about myself, questions about our trading, the mods, the courses, anything, text us 786-505-4049. Again, the phone number is at the bottom of your screen. Just text us. You'll talk to a real person. 786-505-4049. All right. So there we have it, folks. Okay, guys. All right. So now we'll take things back on over to the charts. And I want to go ahead and introduce you guys to two of our TTG mods to help me go through the trade recaps of the day. Everybody give a big shout out and an ayo to Jessica and Shy.
Ayo.
What's up, ladies?
Ayo.
How are we doing today?
Us
Good.
women of TTG just doing the dang thing.
Oh, you I know you guys are doing well on a day like today. So we got to, listen, we talked about earlier on the live stream, right, about, the analysis that we've been going over for the last couple of days. The last couple of days, we've been very specific saying, guys, on the bounce back into that 100 and 200-day moving average, that 393 area on the SPY, you got to look for shorts, right? The CPI number came out today. The market's gapped up, push. And you ladies sat there, you waited, you were patient, you found some relatively weak stocks, and you attacked these things to the downside. And when the markets pulled back off of that 393, you were able to lock in some profits, and members of True Trading Group also obviously able to do the same. So talk me through trades of the day here. Jess, we'll start off with your Airbnb trade today. An absolute beautiful fade out. You guys can see the stock just bled all afternoon. When the SPY finally gave you that pullback, relative weakness was where it's at. So congratulations, Jess, on this one. Walk us through the trade.
Yeah, so yesterday, actually, I was in Airbnb short yesterday at 118, and this was the move that I was looking for. So I was not going to let it get away from me today. When we pushed up into 119 this morning, right off the bell, I actually wanted to see us reject at 120. We didn't quite get there, but immediately we dropped right back under that 118 level. And if you see that consolidation on Mike's chart, just right underneath 118 there, we could not get back above that level. So the SPY this morning was pushing.
Jess, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just quickly would like to welcome David. David just joined the TTG family. So everybody welcome David, the newest member of our group. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com, enter that coupon code TTG121. You click apply code, it'll just drop to 1027. You got yourself a free laptop. There's 12 left. You got the one-on-one mentor session. You can do it with myself. You can do it with Jess. You can do it with Shy. You can do it with any one of the moderators. There's 9 of us here in True Trading Group you guys can do your one-on-ones with. And you also get the double your money.
Is Snooki.
And you also get the double your money back guarantee, right? Again, I don't think you need it.
Did you hear that?
We've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our user base. And you could also, I guess, do a one-on-one and tell jokes back and forth with Adam if you would like instead.
Aw, I'd be happy to.
No, you wouldn't. Go ahead, Jess. Back to the charts.
So when I saw we were stuck underneath 118 while the SPY and the Qs were pushing this morning off the bell, I entered that trade in Airbnb short at 10:46. My entry was 117.87, and I had a stop just above the intraday high there, which was my same stop as yesterday. And you can see we never got back above that level. While the SPY and Qs were pushing, Airbnb could not get over 118. The thing that's significant about 118 also is you had VWAP sitting there that whole time. So we never broke above VWAP. And, once I got in that trade, it was really no stress trade because we never got above my entry. And the stock dropped to the initial morning low, which is where I took my first piece of profit. I always take a small piece in front of the initial morning low or high, depending if I'm long or short. So I took a piece off at 117.08. And then I told members, as this trade was working out, I just was moving my stop down because I was also Roblox long. So, I had two different sides of the trade going on, and I was going against the market trend. So I just wanted to be more conservative in moving my stop with the trade. But it worked out beautifully. We bounced back up into 118, rejected there again several times before we finally got the rollover. And then we got the rollover at 117.08. I took more profit at 11 o'clock today. And then from there, the trade gave us tremendous follow through. Took more profit at 116.16. More profit came off at 115.06. I was actually late to get my other children. So give me the teacher.
Honey, you're going to have to wait. I'm taking profits. Just sit there. I'll be there in a minute.
It's funny. The teacher always knows. She's like, "Were you busy in a trade?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry." So, anyway, I had a order set at 114 was my final, but we didn't get there. So my stop triggered on the remaining piece at 116 is where I had the final take profit for that trade. And it triggered there as I was arriving back from getting the kids. So it was a beautiful trade. This was the move I was looking for yesterday. It was a big one today. So congratulations to all of our TTG fam who caught this today. We got lots of whoop, there it is, and cha-chings in chat today.
Yes, I love it. Really great trade. This is a really, really, really nice identifying relative weakness. You can see the high of the day was put in right off the open. The opening print high of the day there on Airbnb dropped immediately, and then you never even got close back to that high. And you go ahead, you take a look at the SPY. You see the SPY was making new highs for the first 2 hours of the day, making new highs. Same thing goes for the Qs. Look at the NASDAQ, new highs, right? Airbnb could not get out of its own way. And then as soon as the SPY, gets to that 393, which is the level of resistance that we told you guys about, we were getting short against if you were following the live stream for the last 2 days. So once you get short up at 393, then the market rolls over, and then you get the downward move, and then Jess starts to get paid on the Airbnb trade to the downside. So beautifully executed, very nicely done. Members of True Trading Group that capitalized on this trade, congratulations. Jess, congrats on a fantastic trade.
Thank you. I miss bumping shoulders with Chai while we're trading.
Yeah, we got to sit next to each other trading, and trading can be lonely. I'm not gonna lie. You by yourself, and but having a group makes it better. But in Miami, like, just to be around like-minded people, especially like Jess and I, just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. Something's going on with Wells Fargo. Like, Bloomberg is going crazy right now. Do you want to pull that up real quick, Mike?
On which one you said? Wells Fargo?
Wells Fargo. I think they just did a mid-shift offering.
Yeah, I just saw some people commenting in chat, and the Benzinger news feed is going off as well. Yeah. A mixed shelf offering for Wells Fargo. So what a mixed shelf offering is it's not just shares. So they'll raise, so they're raising $9.5 billion. They'll do it by a combination of different types of securities. So it'll be like common stock. It could be debt. It could be warrants. It could be preferred stock. It's a little different than like when you see like a small cap. We'll do an offering. Usually that's would just be a common stock offering. A mixed shelf means it's a variety of different types of financing vehicles or rather securities, which would be, just regular shares, common stock. It could be warrants. It could be different debt, and or preferred shares. So you can have a variety of different things there. I'm a little surprised at this. I'm a little surprised that Wells Fargo is announcing a mixed shelf offering that they're raising capital. The stock is still green. It's still up 3.5%. But, I remember Silicon Valley, they tried to do an offering and it was unsuccessful. Wells Fargo's offering will not be unsuccessful. They will raise that money very, very, very easily. But it is something that we are going to pay very close attention to over the next couple of days. So that's what I see. A lot of people are asking, what does that mean? What is a mixed shelf offering? What is a mixed shelf offering? So for everyone that is asking, I hope that answers your question on exactly what a mixed shelf offering is. All right, so let's go over to Shy. Talk to me.
Well,
Well, I know. Yeah,
Well, me and old girl, we go way back. Honestly, and this is, like I always say, for if you're new here, I started trading through TTG. I had no trading experience. So everything that I do now is because I was taught this through the courses, through SCR, through members, and through the mods. But Jason, the professor, he always says, find you one stock, and Enphase is Shy's baby. Like, you think of Enphase, you think of Shy. And I want to start at the day. I start buying stock in Enphase because at this point I'm like, I should at least own. It's a great company. I should at least own the stock. But I want to start at the daily chart because I think the daily chart truly tells the story. So Enphase has a death cross, and a death cross is when you have your lower moving averages crossing over your higher moving averages. So you have the 50-day crossing over the 200-day. So Enphase does have a death cross on it. And just like you could have a golden cross, that means the stock gets bullish. You have a death cross, that's the stock. The stock is typically bearish then. So Enphase does have a death cross on it. And for the last few days, I've traded this thing because it just bounces up to the 50-day and it gets rejected. So today was no different. We've been catching that move like crazy, the past couple of days. So today, when the markets rally, it was number one on my list. I said, if it touches the 50-day, I'm going to short Enphase, and we pushed up.
Yeah, guys, just so people that are watching this dark blue line on my screen, that is the 50-day moving average. And you can see March 6th, March 7th, March 8th, March 9th, March 10th, and then today, the 14th, every single one of those days, we got up to that 50-day moving average and then rejected off it. And that's that resistance level that Shy is talking about there on the daily chart. I'll take you guys over to the 3-minute. Take us through it.
So we pushed up. It's kind of similar to Airbnb. Pushed up, made a new high. And I was just very patient with it. Enphase can rip your face off. But I also saw that we were starting to make higher lows. And I came on the mic and I told members, hey, we're starting to make higher lows. So I'm going to take a tier 1. And the reason I took a smaller position is that the market sentiment, when you're going against the trend, if the market is rallying, it's easier for the trend to be your friend. So if you're going to, if the market's rallying and you want to be short, sometimes it's best to kind of reduce your position size just in case, it turns around. But we just made higher lows. So on the third higher low, I told members I was getting to the 215 puts for this week at 370, and I did, and it just rolled over all day. It was a stress-free trade.
Was the entry just before like 11 o'clock?
Yep, 10:54.
Yep, right there. That's what I thought.
Yep, I took it. I took the entry right there. I took profits all the way down, and then we got and I came on a mic and I even sung the levels to the members. 215, 212, 210, 208, and then it formed a bear flag in the middle, like in the middle of the day, right there. So we just capitalized pretty much on that whole move. Now I ran out of contracts, full disclosure, because I was in that tier 1. So I did run out of contracts, but members had more contracts than me, and these things went from 370 all the way up to 820. Most members got out right around 740 for 100% gain on those options.
That's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And again, guys, and Shai, did you said higher lows or lower highs or
lower highs? Lower highs.
That's what I thought. You were saying the higher lows. So here's the lower highs.
Lower highs,
right?
Yeah.
So here's the lower highs that you guys can see, right? Lower high against what? Against the Qs. Let me go back to this, making higher highs, right? So new high, new high, new high. And again, same thing with the SPY. We take a look at the SPY, and the SPY was at the time new high, new high, new high, new high. And end phase, similar to the Airbnb trade, you see that weakness, not able to make that new high to show strength and trend along with the overall market. And if we in True Trading Group, as if you've been following any of our live streams over the last couple of days, we in True Trading Group were looking for short at 393. Mm-hmm. So we finally get to 393, and then you look for the market to roll over. And as you're pushing into it, you look for the stocks that are not trending higher with the overall market. And Jess and Shai identified Airbnb and Enphase, and you can see both stocks really rolled over when the SPY finally gave you the pullback off of 393. It's beautiful relative weakness trading off of a massive resistance level on the daily chart for the SPY. Congratulations, girls. And it's also, I got to say this. People that are watching this live stream right now, if you guys are impressed with the analysis and the incredible trades that Jess and Shai made today, it's important that you guys know that they are TTG grown and TTG built. These are not two people that worked at a hedge fund or have been trading for 15 years. Okay, these are two people that joined the True Trading Group with very limited or if any knowledge at all about trading and about the markets without having consistent profitability. And in the matter of just a 2-year span, have been able to now turn themselves into full-time traders, consistently profitable traders, and also become moderators within the True Trading Group community. And just imagine if listening to their analysis, how impressive it is, seeing their trading, how impressive it is, thinking that they were in your exact same position 2 years ago.
I give you one better. I joined the market doing AMC and GME. I mean, that was it got hype around social media, Reddit. Family members called me and told me about it. Before then, I mean, my first trading account was a stash account. And if you all don't know what stash is, you can't even trade options on it. Like I have no idea why it exists, but my first account was a stash account. And it wasn't until I joined TTG that I actually got into like a real broker. I learned how to trade options for real, not just YOLOing options. And then I realized what I was doing, right? So I'm sure a lot of you are just like me. Maybe you found success in GME, AMC, and then you got crushed, after the run up, and now you're here, and you know that you can make money because you have made some money. You just didn't take profit, and you're kind of confused. Like, I've seen money, but now everything you try to do, it just kind of runs away from you, and you can't catch it. Well, you don't have to really catch it. You just got to learn it. And for me, the place to learn it was TTG. I'm just going to be full transparent about that. TTG's changed my life for the better, my family's life. And this is something that I could pass on to it's building generational wealth, not just for myself. So if you've had success with, Wish and Bed Bath & Beyond and AMC and G, the stock market can help you make money. You just need to figure out how. And this is the place where you figure out the how.
Yeah,
And
I agree with Chai 100%. Like I was in STR a couple weeks ago and they wanted to see my first journal that I ever did. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And I legit 2.5 years ago was writing down like what VWAP was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so wild. But like Chai is saying, you gotta learn the information that we have here in True Trading Group and apply it to your trading style. Like, I mean, I tried to do the whole GME thing and get into that with Mike. It didn't work out for me, but like Roblox is my jam, right? Like I found my lane in the market, just like EMPH is Chai's, and we're just taking what we learn here and we're making it our own, and the consistency
and I said, if you do,
where you become successful is just being consistent and having good risk management and applying what you're taught here in True Trading Group. That's what this is all about. We're a community, and that's why we work so hard to educate and to go through trade plans and to teach why we did this. Even Chai at the meetup, I thought it was really cool because we do this all the time. But at the meetup, she's like, "Let's go over, why I stopped out of this trade," and like that's how you learn and grow and become successful. And it's a really cool thing to be a part of. I'm also TTG built or made or but it's a really awesome feeling, once you become full-time and you take everything that you've learned from this place and it all just jives and you become your own and you have the community, with you on your journey. It's a really cool thing.
And if you don't trade, like if you don't know anything about options, that's fine. I will say that if you do join, Mike always says there's 9 different moderators with 9 different styles. He's so professional. Like I'm gonna say it's 9 of us. We do our own things. We have our own swag. We trade different stuff. We have swing traders. You got, Mike likes to trade. He likes the fast movers, the ones that halt on you. I don't want to be anything that halts. I mean, Enphase is not going to halt. Enphase can move $50 in a day and no one would bat an eye. It's just not going to do it. But I'll say, when you join, just take the courses to come and check and see what you like, because different people trade different ways. You got Wolf who buys contracts out to 2025, right? So I mean, you got Geo who's in and out like on every candle. So it can be exciting. It can be very exciting, but it can be very overwhelming. And if I can give any new members, if you sign up today, is when you come in there, you're going to be excited. You're going to hear trade alerts. People are going to be cha-chinging and booming and whoop, there it is. Like just take some time, figure out the platform, take the courses, and then let your trading style kind of cover you. Let it find you. Don't just, we're not a Discord. We don't just sit here and just give alerts all day.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you find something that matches your style, just in case I'm going to Puerto Rico, which I am tomorrow. If I'm not here, you can sit here and you can trade Enphase by yourself. And that's really the goal of TTG, where you don't have to depend on the mods. You can do it all on your own.
Exactly. Very well said. Very well said, guys. And I'm curious to also know, how many members do we have on this live stream? If you have also been able to now become a full-time trader, do me a favor and type the number 1 in chat right now. So if you guys are members of True Trading Group and you've now become a full-time trader, go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat right now. I'm just curious to see how many people we have on the live stream right now that have made that jump and have reached that goal, because that's the goal, right? That's everyone's goal, is to be able to do it consistently enough that they could actually live their lives and pay their bills from it. And you can't do that by getting your trade ideas and your plans from Reddit and from Twitter and by just searching for the next mother of all short squeezes. You do it by getting educated. You do it by getting access to the right tools. You do it by being part of the right community, because trading can be a very lonely profession. You don't want to be sitting there, doing it by yourself. You don't need to do it by yourself. You don't have to do it by yourself. You can join the thousands of members of True Trading Group from over 100 different countries.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, Adam.
Do you do it by yourself?
Sometimes, other times, I enjoy a crowd.
He loves doing it with Geo's alerts and flashing lights. That's his favorite.
Yes, that's what gets me. Geo's alerts get me going.
The horn ready to
Beep,
do
beep.
Geo's alerts get me going, man.
The best part, Mike goes, dude, I feel like I'm about to get hit by a car. You have to turn that off.
Literally, I really feel like I was in traffic every single time. What am I now, Adam? What is this? What is Adam doing?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Half the time I don't know what he's doing. But all right. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming on and going through your trades and educating the community. Fantastic job. Congratulations on another solid trading day. And I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Well, Shy, maybe not. I don't know if Shy, you going to be in chat tomorrow or you're traveling or?
I'm going to be traveling in chat. When I land.
You're going to be on your feet in the sand.
Yeah.
He's gonna have her feet in the sand while I'm here in the storm. I'm so jealous.
I know this weather sucks.
Well, you all enjoy that. I will drink one for you all.
Yes, please do. Well, girls, thank you very much. Amazing job today. Very happy for you. Very proud of you. And keep it up. I'll see you guys
again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Guys. Thank you, Charlie. Once again, we don't know.
Just got it right away.
I don't know, guys.
With the jokes.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. All right, folks. So there you have it, guys. There's using that analysis off that 393 level, some relative weakness. We talked about it for the last 2 days. When the market gets to 393, look for relatively weak stocks, get short. And it was a monster. Great job. Congrats, everybody. That wraps up and concludes the educational part of our live stream. For those of you that are not interested in a membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. I don't want to waste your time. I'm done with the educational stuff. Before you go, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications. But for those of you that are interested, stick around. I'll actually show you the platform itself, so you can see exactly what the $1,027 is going to get you, because True Trading Group is a platform, okay? You're not joining some Discord just for a trader can tell you what they buy and sell. You're getting a platform of professional education and professional tools that's worth $5,000 to $6,000 a year. You're getting it for $1,027 with a free laptop, a one-on-one mentor session, and they double your money back guarantee. Not to mention that the group of 9 professional training moderators is sporting a collective win rate of around 80% for the last 3 years. So pay attention. I'll explain to you what's included with your 1027. The chat room, obviously, right? This is where the mods and I share our screen. Okay. This is where the mods and I share our screen. We are talking to you throughout the trading session. We're answering questions, providing market commentary, and giving you all of our trade alerts. We're with you from pre-market all the way through into the market close. The mods are not gone after an hour or two, and you're just left there to fend for yourself. You have a mobile app also. So if you can't be in front of your computer, as long as you have your cell phone, you can see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, get real-time push notifications, and participate in chat directly from your cell phone, so you know exactly what's going on during the trading sessions. You'll also get 2 private study group sessions, so we can really speed up your learning curve and get you working with some of the moderators very early on to get you headed down the right path. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which is about $1,000 a year on its own. If you just go to Benzinga directly, it's included when you guys pay the 1027. You'll also get congressional trading data, so you can track what stocks members of Congress are trading. You get Trading Views premium charting software. We get the Trade Ideas scanner, which is the industry standard scanner. It streams on our platform every day for you guys to use. Okay. You get you get the ETNA simulator. The ETNA simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you guys have been learning throughout within the courses. You'll be able to get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow. A trading journal that can track all of your trades and break it down to the numbers and statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner so you can see what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings for any stock you're interested in so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Every day you get a watch list from the mods, what stocks we're looking at, and the game plan and how we plan on trading them. All of our courses, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. It's all included when you join for the 1027. Then you'll also get the video library, which has 400 hours of workshops and webinars covering a variety of different topics. And then you can actually watch these or join these, attend them live once you become a full-time member. Now, guys, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Training Group. But what I can guarantee is that if you go through the courses, if you pass the quizzes, if you attend one study group and fail to make the $1,027 membership fee back at least once during your membership, after going through the courses, the quizzes, and one study group, I'll give you back double your money. That's $2,054. I'll give that back to you because I have no problem putting my money where my mouth is. We've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our users. 78% of our members renew their membership, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. That's why I can offer you double your money back. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It allows you to hold us accountable. If you have any questions at all, text us. Don't hesitate. We're a full open book, 786-505-4049. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, and get your butts in chat tomorrow. PPI data is coming out. We got to look for what that's going to do for the markets. It should be a wild and crazy day. If you've not done so already, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications, get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.